A gracious good day once again. 'Tis I, Norton the First, by grace of God, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico, back at you with episode 45 of Emperor Norton's fantastic history vlog. Today is May 15th, 2020, and we are in our 61st day of shelter in place here in San Francisco. Well, let's start off with some San Francisco history, as we always do. On this date in 1856, the Second San Francisco Vigilance Committee is organized. The San Francisco Committee of Vigilance was a vigilante group formed in 1851. The catalyst for its formation was the criminality of the Sydney Ducks. It was revived in 1856 in response to rampant crime and corruption in the municipal government of San Francisco, California. The Committee of Vigilance was reorganized in May 14, 1856 by many of the leaders of the first one and adopted an amended version of the 1851 Constitution. Unlike the earlier committee, the Vigilante tradition generally, and the Vigilante Commission tradition generally, the 1856 committee was concerned not only with civil crimes, but also politics and political corruption. The catalyst for the committee was a murder in the guise of a political duel in which James P. Casey shot opposition newspaper editor James King of William. The 1856 committee was also much larger than the committee of 1851, claiming 6,000 in its ranks. The committee worked very closely with the formal government of San Francisco, and the 1956 Committee of Vigilance was dissolved on August 11, 1856, and they marked the occasion with a grand parade. Of course, we talked a little bit about Casey and King yesterday, and it's fairly well known that I was a member of the Vigilance Committee myself. Other San Francisco highlight from today: 1930, Ellen Church becomes the first female airline stewardess aboard a United flight from San Francisco to Cheyenne, Wyoming. She was a pilot and a registered nurse, and Steve Stimson, the manager of the San Francisco office of Boeing Air Transport, would not hire her as a pilot, but did pass along her suggestion to put nurses on board airplanes to calm the public's fear of flying, which was fairly new then. In 1930, BAT hired Church as head stewardess, and she recruited 7 others for a 3-month trial period. The stewardesses, or Sky Girls as they were called, had to be registered nurses, single, younger than 25 years old, weigh less than 115 pounds, stand less than 5 feet 4 inches tall. In addition to attending to the passengers, they were expected to, when necessary, help hauling luggage, fueling, and assisting pilots to push the aircraft into hangars. However, the salary was good, $125 a month. Church became the first stewardess to fly, though not the first flight attendant, as German Heinrich Kubus had preceded her in 1912. On May 15, 1930, she embarked on a Boeing 80A for a 20-hour flight from Oakland to Chicago with 13 stops and 14 passengers. Congratulations. On this date in 1829, Joseph Smith was ordained by John the Baptist, according to Joseph Smith. 1863, pardon my French pronunciation, the Salon des Refusés opens in Paris. The exhibition has works rejected by the official salon, featuring artists like Paul Cézanne, Camille Pissarro, Henry Fontaine Latour, James Whistler, and Edouard Manet. 1869, the National Woman Suffrage Association forms in New York, founded by Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. 1897, the Scientific Humanitarian Committee is founded in Berlin by Magnus Hirschfeld, the first ever LGBT rights organization. Yesterday was also his birthday and the anniversary of his death. 1905, Las Vegas is founded in Nevada. 1963, the 5th Grammy Awards, I Left My Heart to San Francisco, is awarded to Robert Goulet. Now, of course, that song was made famous 2 years previous. by Tony Bennett, but it was Robert Goulet who won the Grammy for it. 1967, Beatle Paul McCartney meets his future wife, Linda Eastman. 1972, an assassination attempt on U.S. Governor George Wallace of Alabama by Arthur Bremer in Laurel, Maryland. He was running for president at the time. And of course, that left him paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of his life. 2008, California becomes the second U.S. state after Massachusetts in 2004 to legalize same-sex marriage after the state's own Supreme Court rules a previous ban unconstitutional. And in 2019, Jeff Koons' sculpture Rabbit sells for $91.1 million, setting a new record for a work by a living artist at auction. Let's get into our births today. 1902, Richard J. Daley, American politician, 38th mayor of Chicago, of course famous for the 1968 Democratic Convention riots. 1905, actor Joseph Cotton. 1923, photographer Richard Avedon. 1926, playwright Peter Shaffer, who wrote Equus and Amadeus. 1930, painter Jasper Johns. 1936, Wavy Gravy, from the Merry Pranksters and the Hog Farm, and of course San Francisco's own St. Stupid's Day Parade. 1936, illustrator Ralph Steadman, famous for his collaborations with Hunter S. Thompson. 1937, former Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright. If you did not see her exhibition of her brooch collection, it was amazing. 1941, Lani Kazan, and 1948, Brian Eno, one of my favorites. Deaths today include 1886, writer, poet Emily Dickinson. 1967, painter Edward Hopper. 2003, June Carter Cash, country music royalty. And 2007, Jerry Falwell. Well, that wraps it up for today. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. If you go outside, wear a mask, be smart, don't be stupid, be kind to each other. Join us tomorrow for our special weekend edition with the Countess Lola Montez of Lansfeld. Until we see you again, a gracious good day.